So yeah, all the TwitchCon stuff happening. Bao talks about the Emiru Incident. Let's watch this one.
Short sentences. Yeah. Guys, the shortest one I actually just heard today. Banned on Twitch for 30 days. It's like telling someone that you have to go to jail in Monopoly. Literally zero real world consequences. Just, yeah, I guess I won't be able to watch my favorite waifu on Twitch for a month. This sucks.
What the heck? I love her new
Nothing on his record, just
model. It's so
literally banned on Twitch for 30 days. Guys, I kid you not, I watched the clip from Emiru's stream. It took an hour of deliberation before Twitch staff finally reached the conclusion that they needed to permanently ban him on the platform. Who fucking cares about your fucking shit platform, bro? A woman was just straight up assaulted in front of all of her fans. Young, old. I'm sure there were like younger folks in that line. And it's like, it took an hour just to come up.
This is fucking crazy. I saw the damn clip of that. I wonder if we're gonna be seeing it here in this video, but the fact that that person got so freaking close to Emiru is insane. There's so many clips about it on like on all the platform, honestly, not just like Twitter or like the main ones or YouTube, but like TikTok has been talking about it and they didn't do anything. I have no idea what the heck. What is the protocol when it comes to all this stuff? Like genuinely, like what the frick are they thinking?
With that, you've got to be kidding me, man. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe it. How? Who are?
And don't get me started on the Dan Clancy video. Like that man's a joke, for real.
These people, I just want to know who the was sitting around in that office debating on what they should do. Call the police? Maybe? Get the security footage? I could think of a couple other things. Who fucking cares about his Twitch ban? It's crazy, bro. Guys, it's crazy. Every single year at TwitchCon, let me tell you, chat, let me tell you. You know what? I'm a yap.
I'm a yap. Me too, because I saw the other videos as well, and the man had the audacity to say, "Oh my goodness, like a community has a responsibility to ban their toxic people, and that could help." It's like, that's not enough. You don't know who's watching from, who's lurking and thinking about weird shit. What the hell is wrong with you? They do really need to fire Dan Rena. Like it's insane. I have no idea.
You know what?
I mean,
I've decided. I've decided I'm gonna yap. Every single year, bro. Every single year at TwitchCon, you could literally be the top 0.1%, but if you're not the top 0.00001%, they don't give a rat fuck about you at TwitchCon. And let me tell you,
it's not just Twitch, it's also YouTube. Because if you're not like a big creator who can make an outcry on the platform, they will not help you. They will do the bare minimum. They will have like probably like 7 AIs look at your message before a human, and that's being generous. Because that happened to me when I got like my what is it called? When I got my account censored for being. Look, I am an American citizen even when I was living in Puerto Rico. We are Providence from in the US, but when I moved, according to that, I changed, and they did not want to get my channel monetized for like a lot of months. So I lost a lot of that productivity in YouTube, and videos were being uploaded without monetization. Yay! There goes a couple of $100 possibly that could have been on views, or my viewership tanked as well tremendously. So it's like challenges. Why the fuck not? And nobody wanted to fix that shit until I basically had to like create a multiple account, and that's like not allowed, but hush hush, because apparently it's like ban avoidance. So it's insane. There's gonna be a murder TwitchCon someday. I believe that. Speaking of that, they didn't like the last TwitchCon. They had like an incident where there was like a foam pool, a pool of like foam, like styrofoam. And apparently it was like unsafe, but they were like encouraging people to jump on it a girl jumped in and she broke her. I think she broke something. She broke like a leg or her face. She hurt herself, and apparently she lost a baby or something. So it's like, what the frick? It's there was some correlation with that, but that's like, what the. Ariana broke her. Oh, it was her back. It was her back. I thought it was like a. I know I heard something from someone or something similar to that. Maybe it was the one was not linked to the other. Or I wasn't. I'm not doing it justice. But that's just something that happened. That was 3 years ago. 3 years. I felt like it happened last year. Damn, time is running really fucking fast. But yeah. Yeah, I'm thank you for sending me the RMS reaction. I'm taking the Bell one.
Criticizing Emiru for taking the deal, right? Like,
thank you for that information.
Essentially said, yeah, you can have your own panel and your own event at TwitchCon, but you have to have a meet and greet. And she didn't want to do the meet and greet. Guys, if you have kept up with any sort of Emiru news, she's literally like a super unfortunate magnet for just fucked up people in real life to harass her, right? She didn't want to fucking do the meet and greet, but they were like, yeah, the thing you want to do, we'll only let you do that if you do the meet and greet. And if you didn't know, she had a security guard, a private personal security guard 2 years ago, and he did his job, right? He did his job by grabbing onto a stalker. Did not hurt him, did not cause any bodily harm, just, apprehended him, kept him in the area until the police showed up because there was a stalker fucking following her around TwitchCon. And you know what TwitchCon did to that bodyguard? They banned him from ever being on the premises ever again. What? And so the bodyguard that you see in the video of Emiru being attacked,
that was her personal bodyguard got banned. What the heck? No, like seriously, for doing his job. Bruh, you can't make this shit up. You did your job. Well, you're banned.
That was her bodyguard. It wasn't her preferred personal bodyguard, but that was one of her people. Guys, how the fuck did that guy manage to walk through every single barrier? So if you don't know, TwitchCon is usually set up by like, you have to go through the entrance, show your badge, right? Get through security, scan all your bags and stuff. And then in order to go into the meet and greet area, I believe there's another roped off area where you have to like scan and like prove that you're supposed to be there. Like you signed up for the meet and greets because there's limited slots, right? You have to queue for it on your TwitchCon app. But apparently people could just show up. There was tons of people with solo meet and greets that were like, yeah, these people didn't queue at all for my meet and greet in the app. They were just able to walk up and stand in line.
What the hell? So
what was the point of having limited spots for meet and greets if anyone could just show up? I mean, that guy hopped through, like, what happened here? What absolutely happened here? In that video, not a single TwitchCon staff member. The only person that did anything was her bodyguard, and the woman that you see appear to help Emiru out of the area was literally, I think her like personal assistant, her manager or something. Again, none of these people are TwitchCon staff.
Oh my gosh.
And also, there's multiple POVs of that guy that ran up to her just walking away. No one stopped him. He just walked right out of the venue. No one did anything. The only reason that guy's being punished now is because Emiru and her manager were pushing for it. Like, what? Can you imagine the optics here? Weeks ago, every single like high-profile female streamer was like, hey, we don't want to be at TwitchCon because we don't feel safe. I'm telling you guys, like, female VTubers for ever since I started going to TwitchCon for the first time ever, weird shit has always happened, and it's always kind of a given, and it's unfortunately a risk you have to take. But the thing is, like, it's always outweighed by being able to connect with your community. It's always outweighed by the moments that you get to share with your friends. You get to host like cool, fun, stupid panels, and you get to go on stage and be fun and silly. It's a once a year event. Like, yeah, there's gonna be bad.
Okay, as someone, this is where I put my 2 cents in here because she's talking about like the good side. It's a once in a year experiences to go to conventions like these because there are many conventions. Like this one's super focused on like the culture for streamers. And allow me to say something that I wrote on Twitter. I'm gonna show it right here. I was looking for this. This is why I was a little quiet. because I made this post and I had a comment in here that asked me like what could possibly happen at TwitchCon, because I made this post saying like, hey, someone like me would one day would like to go there, but then I said, since I can't, I want to make sure that all my friends are doing safe and you enjoy the heck out of it. Please make sure to stay cautious. I just said that, and then there was a comment that I got from someone that said the following. It was right here. Okay, it was like right below here. Like, why are we? Okay, someone mentioned, why are we telling people to stay safe going to TwitchCon? Like they're going to the front or something. Where did it all go wrong? Also, there's no pretty line you need to steer clear to be going to these events. But I understand where you are coming from. And apparently, this is where I answer with this. When I told them, like, have you been living under a rock? Have you been living under a rock? Like, why are we telling people to be careful? It doesn't matter what size of a creator you are. You can be targeted by anyone. And whenever you are explain that you're going to an event because you're going to a public space, these days, like, privacy is so important. This is why VTubers treat privacy with so much care. I went to go, but I feel like I could get killed. But my goodness, it would. Yeah, this is like a serious, like, it's a very serious concern in some cases. I work in anime conventions for over 5 years. And someone like me was targeted for like robbery and stuff like that because I had a pattern. I mentioned this in previous stories before, but this isn't about that. It happened to me even in Puerto Rico. The only place where people get upset for saying "Have a good day, stay safe." That is literally all I said. Basically, like, stay safe. What cons have they been to when that's not an issue? Exactly. So I mentioned briefly. This was before TwitchCon happened, because I have friends that are content creators of all sizes that would go in there. And let me tell you what, it's not just Emiru that went into a situation like this. I have friends, some who are in the same, nature as me. I consider myself a gender fluid individual, but I have my target for sometimes very creepy people. While I am not exactly representing of women, I am my own self, with my own, way of being online, as the way I represent myself. And I'm always transparent about that. Heck, you can even see a photo of me literally right here under this post. And that's who I am. But I am a target for a very specific type of people. And I could be in trouble. I could be in so much trouble by going into a public space just because of the way I am. I am not exactly a trans individual. Like I said, I'm more in the gender fluid individual. And this is something that I always like to discuss in my videos, in my streams, about how open I am about all of this. This is why I prefer, like, any pronouns that make anybody comfortable, as long as no one is, like, negative about it. And I'm glad that my community is extremely respectful about it. I do get creepy people in the chat and sometimes in my DMs, but I have not been to an event like this as a VTuber. It's been over 3 years and I've always wanted to go to one. But just like Rina said, I'm always scared of what's going to happen. But not just that, one of the reasons that I may not go, aside from financial, is my health. Traveling until I don't feel confident that I'm safe to go, and I don't have the appropriate ways to go there, then it is like that. I almost visited your city. I'm checking a comment here just in case someone is listening from the YouTube. Not long ago for a convention, one of your best friends was featured on her stream doing a LARP. I feel like she had significantly better the time he than on TwitchCon. That's awesome. That's a positive experience right there. I feel like TwitchCon it's a bit careless. A bit could be an understatement, but I'm pretty sure that not everybody had a bad time at TwitchCon. Because I talked to some friends in the background and they said that some drama stuff happened, but that is not exactly TwitchCon stuff. It's just that, but aside from that, they said that they had the time of their life, and that was great. But regardless of that, I also have another person that I know that they told me in the DMs like they feel very uncomfortable because they're being they're being followed, they're being tailed, because they're also in the same nature as me, like representing, different kind of like, sexual identity on public. That just makes us target for someone that is like very exclusive, very kind of weird. Oh well. It is like that. But what I wanted to get out of this is like, there's a positive side to conventions, there's a negative side, and there are people who are a little bit oblivious about this. And even me posting this, what could happen at a convention, and I mentioned it here. It could be, folks, remember, it's not just the dangers of going, what happens in the event. It can also be what happens on the way there. Like there are, I was wishing well to people who were going to drive over 8 hours to go to an event. They could get in an accident. Content creators meeting the wrong stranger because of an obsessed parasocial fan, and so on. I could have gone on and on about what happened at the conventions because I see that I've been a victim of that. There are stories that I can't share, and people can only be friends with dogs. I appreciate animal lovers in this chat. Well, no, I appreciate large amount of people. I'm on your real self. I do not well in massive crowds. That's reasonable. This is why some people would like. Some people want to experience conventions, but when they go to there, they get a little anxious. So it's understandable. And the other thing the other side happened as well. Some go and they have the experience of their lives, and I always wish well. My dog thanks you. Also points. Drama Corgi crew. Let's go. Rin, give a pat to Brownie for me, please. I want to hear Brownie. The chat. Rin has a dog called Brownie. Oh yeah, Rin, you have a dog too, right? I think I heard it. And you told me about the story today about the rolling in smelly stuff. But anyways, point of the video, point of the Bao talking about the situation. Let's go back to listening to Bao. Also, coincidence that right under this post, Bao commented in my post, but it wasn't about this. It was about something different. Bao.
Bad eggs. There's bad eggs everywhere.
Google thinks that I'm Bao, according to the search engine.
But we shouldn't hide our entire lives just as like one shitty person. But fucking fortunately, like one shitty person always has to ruin everything for everyone. Like so many times people who are banned in Twitch chats would show up and try to cause a problem, try to say nasty things to their streamer to like make an impact, if you will. And sometimes if you're a guest at TwitchCon, again, unless you're the top 0.00001%, they don't give a rat fuck about you. You're not gonna security is not gonna escort you anywhere. I remember like when I first went to TwitchCon, I wasn't people like TwitchCon partner managers would lie and say that the Purple Lounge didn't exist. The Purple Lounge is like like a higher exclusive lounge for like higher CCV Twitch partners. But the thing is, like, I don't understand that there needed at least to be another safe space for only Twitch partners and not just like VIP Twitch guests, because sometimes they intermingle because they didn't respect that VTubers are trying to hide their identity.
Excluded. I'm not part of the high society club. I am not partner streamer. I don't have 10,000 CCV. Sorry, Ribbit. I am unpopular. Why are you all hanging out with me? I will now create my own high class society with blackjack and hookers and smaller VTubers.
I feel like it was only until like VTubers did a huge push for that shit in the last 2 years did they actually try to accommodate for VTubers. They just
SaneCon.
They love to lie and tell you that, oh yeah, this lounge doesn't exist.
I'll bring the
and I'm like,
I'll bring the ball pit.
Quite literally know people that are in there right now.
I'll put a sign. Please don't piss on it.
Safest area, furthest away. Also, like the thing about every like higher profile streamer needing security is like there are so many people that just hover. We call them the hoverers.
Funny Raven.
And it's these fans that just follow you everywhere across the con. They'll follow you until you are being picked up by like an Uber. Rain. They just won't leave. And if you tell them like, hey, our interaction's done, like I'd really appreciate it if you could, go do whatever you need to do and respect my schedule and, keep a better distance. They just are a little further away and you can still see them. It's just so, I don't know. Also keep in mind, no one's
oh my God, that happened to me. That happening to me in conventions. Like, look, I'm I'm not a moderately attractive person, but like I said, sometimes I'm targeted for like weird individuals because I was known in some places. I was like, This was like at the end when I was living in PR, when I was more talkative about the stuff that I was doing about, and it's like there were people who just hang out. They would just hang out and buy my booth. It's like, please, can you please move away? It would just like, can you please move away? It's like, I get it that you see my socials in Facebook, but please move away. It's like, and you stay and would just follow. They follow me to the mall, to Plaza Las Americas. They would follow me to like everywhere that I would go. It's like, what the fuck?
Be at TwitchCon. I don't know what kind of contracts these other streamers are getting, but every time I go to Anime Expo, every time I go to TwitchCon, I'm not paid jack shit, bro. The only thing they cover is the hotel for content creators, and even then, you still have to pay for the hotel. They just give you prorated streamer costs for it. It's like, this is the cost for the hotel if you're a partner, and if you have a meet and greet, but you have to do the meet and greet and you have to do a panel. They don't pay you, bro. They also don't, they give you a free ticket and you can buy a hotel room at the partner-only hotel.
Partner-only hotel.
That's legit kind of it. Most people just go to cons because they want to connect with their community, because they want to like meet the people that have supported them and like give back to the people that have boosted their careers, which is you guys, which fucking sucks because now you're being punished for just wanting that.
I don't stalk VTubers. I follow them on Twitter like a normal person, and then I visit their streams and I give them support.
Also, sometimes you have to pay to be at the convention, which is so annoying. Especially it's Anime Expo. Anime Expo is the biggest fucking loser when it comes to having guests. Oh yeah, you can be a guest at our convention, but you have to pay X amount of money to be a guest. And we're gonna promote you like you're super special and that we want you to be here. Actually, you still gotta pay.
Good question.
Anime Expo makes more billions of dollars every single year, and they cannot afford to pay their guests. It's kind of crazy. Same with Japanese guests. You know, all the industry guests that fly from overseas. Nah, dude. You think they get a nice paycheck out of that? Unless you, and this goes for any con, unless you are a vendor or an artist, you are paying. The only reason artists and vendors get any money back is because they break even. They pay like, I don't know, $5K for their booth area, their slot.
Holy shit.
At Artist Alley merch areas, and they try to make their money back.
I feel like that's something that, as someone who works in conventions, I don't want to talk about like the marketing side, but I remember seeing lots of people like not even making the money back whenever they go to conventions. And this is talking from someone who used to pay like a fraction of those prices, and some people didn't have like the appropriate marketing. That's like, when I hear that, that's like I remember horror stories of people like crying, why didn't I make the money back? It's like, why did you only make 2 keychains to sell on one table that cost you like 1K? You shouldn't have done that. It's like, you didn't calculate the thing you should have done the homework for. If you want to start small, start in your local, in your near city, in the small city. Please, small city. I'm going to say a word that's going to trigger someone in the chat. Kaizen. May have been only one agent, sleeping agent. It's going to have a sweat panic attack in here. But I can't even pay for the food on a weekly basis on this. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of money for a booth. But if you're gonna apply for stuff like that in bigger conventions, you gotta understand how it works. I remember going to a con trading a vendor $50 in $1 beer. So she would have to. I remember. Yeah, so it's really difficult. So sometimes they don't bring the change. I guess I'm kind of a victim of that, of my own consequences in there too. I remember sometimes I would go to an event and be like, yeah, this is enough change. I got a couple of dollars here, a couple of $5, and then everybody, here's a 20, here's a 20, here's a 20, here's a 20. And he's, oh no, I'm out of change.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that so awesome?
Have a good night, Shion.
Yeah, so cool. This is the shit. This is how they treat their #1 female streamer on Twitch, by the way. by letting her have one singular bodyguard, allowing a fan to run up to her and force himself onto her, tried to kiss her in front of all of her fans that are waiting in line, irreversibly alter the lives of everybody who witnesses it, and then try to hide the fact that they didn't do shit. Not even her preferred bodyguard. You guys, we cannot, cons, you cannot wait until shit like this happens to do anything. Okay? Like, you had so many chances to not fuck this up. People have been talking about this forever. Guys, almost every TwitchCon party I've been to, something awful happens to someone. Someone always is under suspicion that they've been roofied. Like,
oh my god, that happened to, so I don't know them. We're just mutuals. The Matos girls. That happened last year too. It's one of them, but it's unfortunate that it happened to one of them too. It's like, what the heck is people doing over there? There are some really sick motherfuckers. I made a post about this too. I made a post how not just the roofie stuff, but anyone. I am sickened by anyone who tampers with food. It's not a joke. Tampering with food can actually like potentially like kill someone. This is not just about spiking anyone or roofied. It's about tampering with people's food. Oh, you thought media has made fun of like putting spicy food in cartoons. That's understandable in the fictional realm there, but in real life, please don't bring that shit up. You could potentially kill someone like me who has a blood vessel disease, and I live in an environment where that was like very active done back in the day. That was something that was being done a lot. Twitch needs a new management, or everyone just gonna get kicked. Someone mentioned here earlier to like see if they can kick Dan. Man is like very out of touch. The man is very out of touch.
I don't know how these people like get away with it. There's just no consequences, and I think because of that, it just incentivizes them to continue doing that. Like, TwitchCon is where you want to be to hurt other people.
I hate people.
You just get away with it. We just saw this shit.
It's also to put more on top of that, like people who take it really sickens me when people see an event like this and they see it as an opportunity to try and get away with like gross stuff, not just in the realm of this, but having like secondary like a secondary goal, like something that could be potentially like, you know, out of the passion of what you regularly are supposed to do. It's like, oh, I went to church to meet women, and now you go there for fucking Christ, my brother in Christ. It's like, seek God. You are here for that. I get it. Maybe if it happens naturally and organically. But people who go to places to be like that, or people who be like, oh, I'm here. I'm gonna become a VTuber to date people. Same. Show me your asshole, which has happened, by the way. This isn't even a joke. It's like, what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you on about? It's like, it's what I said. It's not just limited to conventions and real life scenarios. It's also on VTuber side. It happened to me on more regularly than I want to say. It's unfortunate. They need to fire Dan. It's like Dan. Pregnant woman giving birth food, protecting creators is bad. God forbid if a VTuber shows their hips on stream. It's like this is ban worthy right now. Like, my VTuber is like, I had to hide in my little corner of shame.
It happened in broad daylight. Like millions and millions of people have seen it. And what did he get? What did this guy get? 30 days of a Twitch ban. I can't even make this shit up. I saw that shit. I was like, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. 30 days of a Twitch ban. What the fuck does that even do? Like, how does that deter anyone from doing that again? What do you mean it's not a big deal? Motherfucker. I watched the video. It took 5 seconds for literally anyone to do anything. 5 seconds is such a fucking long time for a fucked up thing to happen. Like, all right, not to be a psychopath. Like, think about how many times you could realistically stab a person in 5 times. Like, if you were a psychopath
I'll do
and
it.
you
Come
walked
here,
up to
Rin.
someone, you have...
Rin, let me stab you for 5 seconds and see how many times I can stab you. You like talking trash about me? Dark humor. That, ladies and gentlemen, that Rin's my friend. I know Rin. You want a bozo? You want to tell me bozo? You want to tell me I win? Watch your back. Oh, you shoot me? Huh? I'm going to shoot you right back. The salt better be a little crush.
5 seconds. How many times do you think you could stab them if you were like stabbing them as
Give me
fast
5
as
seconds.
possible?
Rin,
that makes me sound like a psychopath, but genuinely 5 seconds is such a long time. We don't talk about Christina Grimmie enough. We don't talk about how many times like people will go home and find like weird fucked up shit planted in their gifts that they receive from fans. And the reason no one talks about it, and you don't think it happens that often, is because anyone that has that shit happen to them, it is recommended that you don't pay it any attention. Because if you give it attention, it's what these fucked up people want. They want you to be scared. They want to have control over you. They want to know that they affected you and impacted you in a negative way. These are fucked up people. They like to see you suffer. And they will continue to get away with it, right? Because no, we can't talk about it. If you think this doesn't happen, bro, this happens so often. Like, every time I go to a convention, eventually I will come across a group of people and we are legit just drama dumping. Like, all right, what's up? What's all the weird shit that happened to you this convention? Genuinely, it's just a normal conversation topic. And it sucks because there are well-adjusted people in the world, but unfortunately, like the not so well-adjusted people, they can just do this shit. They can just do this shit. Everybody can witness it, and they can get away with it.
Bruh.
I don't know.
No.
Why?
I was gonna say the same. Alright, some twisted people, honestly.
I don't even see the benefit of being at TwitchCon. You're not paid to be there. It's just a fun place because all your friends are there and all the other like streamers are there, and you want to meet your.
Look, no, I there's definitely benefit to that. Maybe that's like what she's saying. I understand why and how she's saying it, and it's not like it's gonna make or break. Look, I was telling last night a story about a pie that I own, a pie that people think that exists. Schrodinger's pie is what we decided to call it. It's when people see that I have like that I have some knowledge of like being okay, let me tell you. So the pie story, what I wanted to bring into the place, it's some people think that by meeting me they can meet other people and network, and that's how networking could work, but it's not always like that. It's not like I'm gonna talk about the other person immediately. That's just social etiquette. But you can do it in places like TwitchCon. In places like TwitchCon, you can get to meet other people, get acquainted with that. You can do that online too. But sometimes, showing face can also give you, some potential pie. Potential. It's the key word. Because it could not exist. If you go over there, it's not necessarily you're going to be like, oh, you got to be in a line, you got to meet, I don't know, Megalodon, and then suddenly you got a nice moment together. It doesn't mean that you're going to be besties. That is imagining the unthinkable. You were there for a meet and greet probably, or you were there maybe to meet them in the background, the social way. But it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be like getting all those viewers. It's like a raid. Like sometimes in raids, people say like they want raid for a big person. It can help a lot. Yes, but it can only do so much because you need to stand on your own when you create content. What I care the most about in content creation, regardless, it's not the social networking. If I see someone that I vibe with in the sea of VTuber that I know or content creator, I just want to be friends with people that are really nice or at least have a nice time. If we only get to interact one time and that's it, yeah, you're just my friend. I don't give a damn about networking. Same here. I still see you the same way as I did when we met. I know that I've gotten a lot of a heckin' busier with health, with family, because I got my family living here and stuff, and also just with like the amount of shit that I'm trying to like put together with VTubing. And I appreciate you all looking out for me in that way. And I wanna have a place where I can just like talk to friends regularly, just like the same time that we get to see them, no matter how long we have not talked, and that's great. But I'm talking about the pie and how people think that it exists in some places. Some people think that they go to conventions. Bao said that they don't see the benefit of like going to something like TwitchCon. That could potentially be. I've seen, like I mentioned earlier, I have friends who went there. They told me all about it in the background. They had the time of their life. They met incredible folks. It was their first time experience going to a convention, and it was nice. And they did a lot of great stuff in there for them. One of those reasons I'm scared to show up on some friends that are big. I'm not looking for SO or attention. I just want to hang and chill. Exactly. No, that's valid. That's equally valid, honestly. I just want friends, people who want to do cool shit together. You do really cool shit. You share stuff with us in like the servers and stuff. I appreciate that. And I appreciate people who like to listen when I, just tell them about, how are things going. I prefer that than a mindless zombie who just, it's a cloud gremlin. I can smell it from a mile away. And that's like, a gremlin. Maybe I shouldn't use the word gremlin. I have B2 friends that are gremlins. A cloud goblin? No, I can't use cloud goblin. Damn it. Cloud the I don't know, cloud chaser. There you go. That's it's okay, Rain. No, don't point out. Shh. We don't need to pout the goblin in the chat.
Community, like it truly is like a the benefit to con ratio is it's not benefiting me.
That's understandable. No, Sugar, you're not a cloud chaser.
Does it make me a bad person that I'm kind of upset that Emiru's fans didn't just dogpile the guy when it happened?
You're a sweet sugar bunny.
Like, deer in headlights.
You're a sweet person.
The deer in headlights reaction. Everyone reacts differently to fucked up things that happen in front of them. Also, like, it happened so quickly. It seems like not many people even knew what happened. I'm sure not everyone saw what happened. And also doesn't help that, like, there really wasn't a reaction besides the bodyguard running up and pushing that guy off of her. He didn't try. No one tried to like apprehend him. He just was able to walk off.
Realistically,
I don't know. It's also so shitty that they don't even name Emiru in the apology chat. Like, we all saw what happened. They don't want to name her because it's so obvious. They don't want to connect the incident with the TwitchCon brand name. And immediately after they put out that, apology, like,
so
yes,
dumb.
We are aware that something fucked up happened to someone that we will not name. We're sorry this happened. Also, they don't name what happened either. They didn't want to connect what happened, who it happened to, and TwitchCon because they had too many scheduled sponsorship
honestly, big L
that they had to put out.
Twitch.
Awesome. You know what would have actually solved this is if you actually gave a fuck about your streamers.
You're the biggest
actually gave a fuck about what happens on your platform next to your name. I don't know. No one, it's just, I don't know. It's the same story over and over again. No one does anything until it's too late. And then we'll mourn, and then we'll cry about it, and then we'll say, we have to stop this from happening. Why does this keep happening? Well, we know why this keeps happening. It's because we don't do anything about it. We only do anything about it until it's too late. Yeah, this is so sad. We should do something about it. Doesn't do anything about it. Story of my life. Also, guys, I don't know if you know this, but this is not the first time this has happened to a streamer at TwitchCon. Lots of streamers have had weird fucked up shit happen to them at TwitchCon. The only reason they're doing anything about it this time is because so many eyes were already on them. Like, people were so sick and tired of having fucked up things happen to them at TwitchCon.
No, don't compare that, Shady. That's way different.
And everybody saw it and couldn't get away with it. Because all roads of prevention were, very, very conveniently put in front of them. They didn't go down a single one of those paths, and they let this happen. Literally, let's not let's not even talk about how many times this has happened to other streamers and how they didn't give a fuck and didn't do anything. The only reason they give a fuck this time is because it looks bad on them.
Yeah, oh my god, that is kind of pathetic.
Did they say they were gonna have law enforcement there? I mean, if they did, I didn't see it in that video.
Nope. Apparently,
how the fuck do you?
There was videos showing they didn't kick out the person. He just walked on his own. That's what happened. You should start all streaming commissions with burgers. And Nate, wait, who's Nate?
Okay, streamers are. I can understand wanting to focus security around entrances and exits, but like, what about when streamers come in contact with people? I feel like bad things happen in bigger crowds where there's a high-profile
they're both
person
bad, but
and
in different
a lot
degrees.
of people surrounding them. Wouldn't that be like the obvious place to concentrate a lot of the law enforcement you have? Bro just left. Bro just left. They're like, oh yeah, that guy? Yeah, I guess we'll ban him on Twitch. Oh, that's not enough? All right, here. I'll give you something even better. We'll ban him forever. Yeah? We good or what? Okay, awesome. Go to jail. Pass go. Do not collect 200. All right? We happy here? We good? Awesome.
That is crazy.
Awesome.
Honestly,
if there was any notable law enforcement present, they should have jumped all over that guy before he left. Yeah, bro should have been immobilized on the ground, zip tied.
That wouldn't pass in a lot of places. They would have gotten beat up like crazy.
And the Burbank butt sniffer, cut from the same cloth. Guys, shit like this too, they'll escalate. You think it's not a big deal that this also, this guy was huge. I don't know if you saw the video. This guy was actually fucking huge. Bro looked like he was 6'3", towering over Emiru. Emiru's like, what? I don't know, 100 pounds? She's so small. It looked like she had to use all her might to just shove him off of her. And again, no one did anything until it was already over. She already shoved him off of her by the time the security guard ran up and shoved him out of the line.
But yeah, why didn't that person go to jail? That's a good question, Sugar. Everybody's wondering that. That is a really good question.
I don't know. And this is just gonna keep fucking happening.
It's gonna, oh my
gosh. It's just gonna keep happening. And guess what? It's not always gonna be recorded. Not everyone is gonna have this shit like their cameras out ready to record and put out as proof. The only reason we're talking about this now is because there was video evidence of it, and it happened to a super high profile streamer. What about all the other times it happened to, like, I don't know, 200 CCV Andy?
No, it's not even that. Like I mentioned before, the friends that I do that went through something like this, they have the same amount of viewership as I do. You don't need to have a CCV. Anyone can target anyone who has like an interest. Like, people talk about like the numbers. So it's like the number doesn't matter as long as someone just have an interest on anyone. That is it. And literally, if you don't know about it and they know and they're chasing you and they don't give you a clue, anything could potentially happen in just mere seconds in there. I mean, this could happen anywhere, and there you go. But the difference in here is that you're being televised, and some people can have you as a target. That's one of the risks of like. This is why anonymity is so important for some people, and that privacy as well. This is why we need to, as a collective group, just value and respect that. And I remember Chibidoki talking about this too. Chibidoki, of all people, someone who wants to go to stream to just do unhinged, like funny, insane things like I do for the most. Chibidoki also talked about how the staff at Twitchcon wanted her to like not wear the mask. And even then, some people, she was very adamant about not having like some staff like take pictures of her, and they would still do it. Like, not staff, like people around. Like, hey, can you like shield me from this person? Nah. It's like, oh, something like that. They were trying to like take off the mask of her. It's like, oh, awesome. There goes your VTuber. And then they had they said that they had some good time with some of the staff, but then some of the things that happened over there were very uncomfortable. But then she also explained that one of the reasons that she still go to events like that is because, I think it's the same, how can I say this? It's the same feeling that even I have felt already. When someone does something extraordinary for you, you sometimes feel like you owe people like that. This is why I always try to keep my promises as a streamer, and I feel really bad when I don't accomplish my goals. Whenever someone has like a lot of faith in me, And when it comes to like making something happen, like either a good event or like someone who wishes me well so I can get bigger on Twitch and I don't pursue that properly, it's like, and Chibidoki tried to explain it in that way. They're like, hey, you some of you like fly from different places to go, to go to these events in hopes to see me. And since I was announced, it's like, hey, why would I not go? Because it's like I feel like I owe it to the people who want to see and me and meet this creator who has been watching for many years. Sometimes we do feel like that when we have people who are just really nice to us. This is why sometimes I go way out of my way when someone's like really nice. I know that some of them may not be even asking about me like that. If I have the time, it doesn't matter who it is. You don't have to be a content creator for me to do something nice for you, or it can be anyone of any size. Just want to like really nice people. I meet people all the time that are really nice, and sometimes it's like, hey, that's really good. If I be someone that is even more nicer, I'm like, I hope that I'm able to like compensate somehow, whether it's like by making your day or just doing something special whenever the opportunity arises. I'll do my best. And I understand where Chibidoki is coming from when she's saying that, honestly. This gets you upset, Raven. Oh my god, I'm catching up with the chat now. Like went on a little tangent there about like the privacy and why we need to like, why some creators feel like, they need to own to like their communities as well, which is fine. It's fair. Honestly. Gotta do you, gotta do me. That's so sweet of you to be like that. Honestly, I try to do my best. I think I told you about that, Sugar, like literally a couple of minutes ago on our DMs. Why I'm so thankful to you for just being super kind and helping a friend in need, like literally saving their life. How I evaluate it. So why not do something equally nice for you that can make your day? Seeing you happy with the model just make my day, truly.
Yeah, and in Emiru's statement, she said security was fucking laughing about it. It was a joke to them. It was a joke. They do not know what it's like to like.
Thank you.
Anything can happen to you at any point in time, and that really just proves that like the reaction time of TwitchCon is abysmal. In fact, it's abysmal because there was no reaction.
Exactly. Like what Shady said, be respectful about the rules and on these places. I mean, if only everyone could follow them.
I think
that's a tangent there.
I hate everybody. And I'm glad that this is an incident where everyone on the internet kind of unanimously agrees.
I laugh because the statement is just so bold. It's like, there are some days when I wake up and I do feel like, oh my god, what the heck? But I don't think I say the same in the way. It's just like society, it has put me in places. I feel like I go out there and I don't know, just want to be in my home and do nothing. I don't want to see people. Just want to play Genshin until the day ends and do nothing more. Can I just do that? Can I just be home instead of going to my part-time job and at Walmart and at the same time working online customer service? Can I do that and not talk to humanity? I don't want to see people or feel people at all. Can I just make money by doing nothing? I don't have to pay my loans and hospitals. I don't want to go outside and work and see people. I felt her. You need to go do my dailies. Go do your dailies, Raven. Mood. That's a mood. I'm glad people can relate.
Fucked up severely, and we need to do something about it. That is the literal only good thing that has come out of this. Like, hey, if you want people to feel safe, you actually have to do something to make them feel safe. You can't just wait until after the fact. It's like watching. It's like being stalked, right? Like you give people all these signs and all this evidence and proof that there's malicious intention, and every single time law enforcement would be like, we can't do anything because
depends on the job too yet. But I get you,
brother. You're watching a murder in slow motion. What do you mean nothing's happened yet? So you're only gonna help me after the fact? You're not gonna stop it before it gets to that point?
Anything could have happened.
These things will keep escalating. This is how they treat their top female streamer, by the way. It's like not my place to talk, but how they treat their top VTubers too, also fucking awful. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk on behalf of anyone, but
you can do it. Honestly, no. You have a voice.
Get away with behind the scenes.
Someone with experiences like her definitely has a voice, and this is why people listen to big content creator. Mind you that sometimes having numbers doesn't mean that your stuff is always valid, but it could mean that you also have the experience. And of course, someone like her, definitely, that who has been through a lot of shit. Because Bao, as some may have told me, that she in the background, she's like one of the sweetest. And I don't know. People have been look at what happened recently with the whole Cinder situation. You don't know who is who. But at this point, what I've been told is that Bao is actually like super sweet. I've been told who is like who. And it doesn't matter. You need to respect someone. Respect the rules, as someone's been told. And here in the chat, disrespect people and their privacy, and don't be fucking weird. Honestly, that's just what TLDR. Don't be damn weird, and respect someone's like space. And if you like them that much as a fan, in order to do something like this one Stalker did, get help.